guys, so today's video is going to be on a few disappointing products. I used to do these videos all the time, like every other month or sometimes even every month, but I haven't done it in such a long time and I honestly don't know why, because I used to love doing these videos and you guys seem to really like it as well because you guys always request this. So I'm bringing them back. I'm bringing them back for you guys. I have a bin that I keep in my beauty room and every time I really don't like something, I just throw it in that bin, and the bin was full to the top. But I realized that a lot of those products were limited edition and they do not exist anymore. I have waited a long time to film this video. Basically, I just pulled out a few items from the bin and I'm gonna talk to you guys about them today. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more of these kinds of videos. Look at me asking for thumbs up. I know, but apparently I need to do that more often. So let me know if you like this. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with a big one. This is the brand new Tarte Face Tape Foundation. Now, this is a brand new formula altogether. I know they had their Shape Tape Foundation, but this is completely different. This is their Face Tape. Am I the only one that thinks the name of this foundation is very weird? Like, face tape? Why? Face tape. Okay. I also didn't understand Shape Tape, but whatever. The name doesn't bother me. The formula is just not my favorite. This is a very full coverage foundation, which I don't hate that. I like full coverage foundations. It's just this one looks really cakey on my skin. I've used it about 3 times now, and every single time I put it on, I'm like, oh man, I really don't like this. I have so many other foundations in my collection that look so much nicer and that actually look like skin. Whenever I put this on, I look like I'm wearing foundation. Like when you see me, you're like, it's a lot of foundation. Even when I apply a little bit, it still collects around my nose and in between my brows, and it just doesn't work for my super dry skin. If you have oily skin, perhaps, but not for me, not for me. I paid over $40 for this. Granted, it's my fault. No one told me to buy it. But this is the most disappointing product when it comes to my money. Like, it's not that bad, but when you think about the price, you're like, why did I spend that? This is the Givenchy Bouncy Highlighter in the shade African Light Gold. And it's pretty much just a cream highlight. It's just a cream highlight. Like, literally, that's it. Super simple, too. Nothing out of this world. And it's $42. It's $42. Why? Because it's Givenchy. Y son unos descarados. Just kidding. Like, some of these luxury brands, I understand you have to charge for the brand. Like, of course. Chanel is just not gonna sell things at the same price as Too Faced. It's just not gonna happen, but come on. At least give me something unique. Give me something that I'm like, ooh. For example, like Pat McGrath is so expensive, but I feel like she gives you unique formulas that you don't really get anywhere else. Like, there's a unique quality to her stuff that makes it worth it, at least in my opinion. I look at this and I'm like, Colourpop does this exact product, but way better. This is not the best cream highlight, let me tell you. It kind of looks a little dry. I prefer the Colourpop ones, and they're like $8. You can buy like 5 Colourpop highlights with the price you pay for this crap. Speaking of expensive, this next product didn't disappoint me because it's bad. I don't think it's bad. It's just whenever I buy something and I look at it and I'm like, oh shit, why did I spend so much money on you? I don't really like you that much. I get a little bummed. Granted, I have a lot of makeup and I'm constantly testing out new products, so I feel like my standards are always up here. And I don't mean that in a snobby way, because I love all makeup, drugstore makeup, even like dollar makeup. I love it all. But there's just so many amazing eyeshadows on the market that when I bought this, I was like, okay. This is the Dior Backstage eye palette. I don't even know if this is still available yet. It came out with their entire Backstage collection and I actually really liked a lot of it. The face and body foundation is really nice, and I even love their highlighting palette. It looks just like this, only it comes with 4 bigger shades and they're highlights and they are beautiful. See, very stunning glowy highlights. I think that palette is really worth it. But this eyeshadow palette, not so much, not so much. It's good, don't get me wrong. You're not gonna buy this and be super disappointed by the quality because the mattes blend really well. It's very user-friendly, very easy to use. But when you compare these shimmers to like Anastasia shimmers that are much cheaper, you're like, why? Why are you so expensive? It comes with this little primer, which is very convenient. You just prime your eyes and then go in with your eyeshadow all in one. So I really like that. But I just don't think these eyeshadows give me enough for the price. And for the brand, you're Dior. Like, shouldn't you be giving me Pat McGrath status here? You're not. Okay, I'm gonna throw in a little drugstore in here because it's been very high-end heavy. my other drugstore product was rolling away. This is not anything new, but again, I haven't filmed this video in a really long time. And I saw this concealer sitting at the bottom of my bin and I was like, man, I could have sworn I spoke about that, but I guess I hadn't. The L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer burned the shiz out of my eyes. My eyes were stinging. My eyes were on fire. When I first used this, I was like, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening to my eyes? It was very strange, but it wasn't that bad. The more I used this concealer, the more it started to burn my under eyes. And by the fourth time, I was like, you know what? Why am I continuing to put this underneath my eyes when clearly there's acid in here? Just kidding, there is no acid in here. That was a joke, that was a joke. There's just something in this formula that really irritates my under eyes, and every time I put it on, I feel this stinging, burning sensation, but when I remove it, my eyes aren't red or anything like that. It's very strange. I don't know if it's maybe like the scent, it's making my eyes water and burn, or if it's the actual product and formula. I don't know what it is, but I cannot wear this. I can't even tell you if the concealer is good or not, because all I can think about is the stinging, so I can't tell. But I personally don't like this, and it was extremely disappointing. Okay, my next product is gonna make me sound like a hater. I'm not a hater, but this is just how I feel. I can't help the way I feel. The BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette is actually a really nice palette. This is a good palette. Quality-wise, I think this is worth it. I think it's awesome. I love the design. I love that you get a mirror. I think it's a really good Zodiac palette. I like the layout. I like it. I just wasn't down with the color selection. And it's funny because we all have our opinions, and a lot of people were disappointed with the shades I picked for my Zodiac palette. So I get it, we all have opinions, and in my opinions, these colors just don't go with these signs. And I know there are no rules in makeup. I don't want to sound like, oh, what, you think that you made the colors good? No, there are no rules. But why is Aries blue? I can literally accept all of the other ones, except maybe also Pisces. But Aries blue, I feel like when I think of Aries, right? And I think of like hot, fiery red, like intense Aries, I feel like the exact opposite of Aries is blue. Maybe that's what they were going for. Maybe they wanted to be unique and different and they didn't want to match the colors to the shades. Maybe that was their plan all along, which is okay, but in my opinion, it throws me off. So for that reason, I was a little disappointed. I sound so mean and aggressive in this video, which is probably why I haven't done it in a long time, because I feel like people take these videos too seriously and a lot of people think I'm being really mean, which I'm not. I love all these brands so much, and this is just my opinion, okay? But I don't like this. I also don't love this brand. I know I just said I love these brands, but this brand is not my favorite. This brand is called Ohii, which I love the name of the brand. Like, Ohii, super cute. I love the packaging of this brand. I think it's an Urban Outfitters exclusive, or I think it's a brand Urban Outfitters launched themselves. Like, I think it's their new beauty line. This is the Gold Charge Soft Glow Highlighter. I'm gonna give you my quick opinion on this brand because I have tried a few things from them. I think personally, a lot of these products are all about the packaging and the marketing and the vibe and the aesthetic, but I don't necessarily think these products are great. These are swatches right here on the back of my hand of this palette. I don't get this palette. It's very, very greasy, but it doesn't give me enough highlight. Like, it just gives me grease on the cheeks, and not in like a delicious, wet, glossy way. No, you just look a little sweaty. It just doesn't do enough for me, and I find that to be the case with so many things in this brand. They're all like okay, but they're not that great. I feel like not a lot of thought is being put into the formula of these products. I do like their argan oil lip balm. It comes in a little tube. Their packaging is so freaking cute. It's very moisturizing. I like that a lot, but so many of their other products I've tried, I'm like really let down by. They don't do much. You know how some people feel like Glossier is just packaging and their products don't do anything? I don't feel that way about Glossier. I love Glossier, but you know how some people are like, oh, that makeup that's barely there. You're paying for makeup that doesn't even exist. That's kind of how I feel about this. It's like, what are you? Just glossy cream? Cool, thanks. I don't know how I feel about that whole brand in general. Maybe I need to give things another shot, but oh my gosh, finally, I've had a freaking dog hair in my mouth this entire time. I have to be honest with you guys, I'm not super blown away by all of the new Wet n Wild bronzers. This one is in the shade Sunset Strip, and they also reformulated Ticket to Brazil, which is like a cult favorite bronzer from the brand. So many people love it, and I personally I'm not into this new formula they created for these bronzers. They're very, very powdery, like very powdery, and I find that they do not last on the skin at all. I'll apply this bronzer in the morning, and by the afternoon, I don't really see the bronzer on my face. It's very strange, and I didn't really find that to be the case with their old bronzer formula, so I don't really know what's going on here, but I'm not too thrilled about these. There are so many other drugstore bronzers that work so much better. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, amazing. The new Milani Silky Bronzers, amazing. The e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer, amazing. This does not do it for me. It's a little too dusty and a little too non-existent, like after a few hours. Another drugstore product I was not a fan of, this is the Pacifica eyeliner? There's no name. This is their liquid black eyeliner, and let me just show you. I'm pushing hard. You're not gonna be able to tell. I'll show you a little swatch here off to the side. This is the most lackluster black eyeliner I've ever used, ever. And I feel so bad. I never like talking bad about Pacifica because they're a very natural brand. Everything is vegan and everything is made with really natural ingredients, and it's pretty much a green makeup. So I don't like to give them a hard time because they purposely remove a lot of ingredients that are bad for you, and they try to be as natural as possible. So I really love them for that, but this eyeliner just, it's bad. I have to go over the line like 15 times to even see it. So for that reason, I just don't think anybody should buy this. I don't think it's good at all. There are a lot of drugstore eyeliners that work really, really well, and this one is just, it's just not it. It's very fadey, it's very grayish, it's not so black. It's just weird. The color is just, it's just off. The formula is off. I have been on a huge blush kick these days, as you guys know. I freaking love blush. Like today, I'm wearing a lot more blush than I would normally wear. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but today I'm blushy. But I just recently picked these up off, I think I bought them on Ulta, I'm not exactly sure, but these are the Bare Minerals blushes. They're just the loose blushes from Bare Minerals, and I knew going into this, I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna love that. The packaging is a little messy. Why use a loose blush when I could just use a pressed one? It's so much easier. But I really like Bare Minerals. I wanted to give this a shot, and I thought maybe it was gonna be like a really soft, glowy type of blush, which sure, I get that vibe maybe. I also get a glitter explosion from Vintage Peach. There is glitter all over this guy, and it just kind of sits on my skin. It's not like a fine shimmer, it's like a glitter. I don't really like this at all. But besides that, I'm not into the whole loose blush thing. I'm not. I just don't like how it applies on the cheeks. It's a little messy, it's a little splotchy, and I'm just not crazy about these. I don't like them. Okay, we are almost done. We only have 3 more products. Stay with me, stay with me. So if you want to smell like literally like grajo, I don't know how to say that in English. Armpits? Like bio. Grajo is bio, right? Buy yourself the Hempz Spun Sugar and Vanilla Bean Herbal Whipped Moisturizing Body Mousse. Oh my gosh, it says limited edition on the bottle, which thank God. But also I don't know if this is still available because I don't remember when I bought this. All I know is that immediately when I put this on my body, I threw it in this bin. Even Emilia tried it on and she was like, oh my gosh, who wants to smell like this? And it's... Don't panic, but I got a little grajo on my lip. At first when you smell it in the bottle, you're like, it does smell like vanilla and sugar like mixed together. I love it. And then you put it on and wait 5 seconds and you smell like bio. It has such a strong armpit feet scent. I don't know if I got a bad one. I want to say I had to have gotten a bad one because I can't imagine anyone really tested this out on their skin and approved it. I was so excited to get that because I loved the idea of having a whipped body mousse because I am not one to really lather myself in body butter. I like something that's quick and absorbs fast, and I thought that was gonna be perfect. Which it was. The formula, on point. The scent though, recently, I have been really loving IGK. I feel like they're really getting better with each product that they launch with. And I've heard really great things about all of their dry shampoos, and I haven't tested all of them fully. But this one, this is the Jet Lag Invisible Dry Shampoo. I don't know how the reviews are on Sephora. Let me see. Because I really didn't like these. And I'll be shocked if a lot of people like this. Some of you at home are probably like, I like that. Okay, it has like some good reviews, some bad reviews, but I don't know why this is called the Invisible Dry Shampoo. That would be the last thing I would name this. It may be invisible because granted, sure, it's invisible. There's no white powder at all. You don't get that white residue, but oh my gosh, this makes my hair feel so dirty. It's like it's invisible, but you definitely feel it. I want to use a dry shampoo to make my hair feel cleaner. I want it to soak up all the oils. I don't want to add crap in my scalp. And that's what this does. I can't even run my fingers through my hair whenever I use this dry shampoo, and that is not a good sign. So no bueno. Okay, and then last but not least, this is really random, but I just want to mention the Mason Pearson brush. The brush that literally costs as much as your soul. I'm sorry, I have hair on this. I've heard so many amazing things about this brush, which is why I purchased it. Let me tell you something. This does not work on my frizzy hair. I know a lot of people say that this helps their frizzy hair and it makes it look straighter, it makes it look shinier, and honestly, I don't see any of that. Maybe it helps with the shine, but every single time I use this brush, my hair looks bigger and puffier than ever. Even when I'm brushing my hair with it damp, it somehow manages to make my damp hair look a little frizzy, and I just don't like it. It kind of pulls my hair too. Super disappointing in my opinion. This was so expensive and my wet brush works so much better. But anyway guys, that completes this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know what recently disappointed you the most. Like, what was your most recent makeup disappointment recently? Leave them in the comments below. Also, let me know if you want to see more videos like this, because I would love to do them. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video.